The lock clicked shut behind me, slow and deliberate, and I knew instantly that no one was supposed to be on the other side of that door. I was renting a small basement room in an old house just outside town, the kind of place landlords describe as quiet when they really mean forgotten. The door to my room was heavy, solid wood with an exterior-style deadbolt on the outside. The landlord told me it was left over from when the space had been a storage unit. It never bothered me. I locked myself in every night anyway. The first time it happened, I assumed it was a mistake. I stepped into the hallway to grab laundry from the dryer. The bulb overhead flickered, buzzing softly. When I turned back and tried my door, the handle didn't move. I twisted harder. Nothing. That's when I noticed the deadbolt was turned locked from the outside. I stood there listening, half expecting footsteps upstairs or the landlord's voice. The house was silent except for the hum of the dryer and my own breathing. I knocked once, then harder. No response. Eventually I texted the landlord. He replied minutes later, confused, swearing he hadn't been home all evening. When he unlocked it, he laughed it off, saying the lock must be faulty. He promised to replace it. He never did. After that, I started paying attention. Every night when I locked myself in, I checked the deadbolt twice. In the mornings, it was always unlocked. I told myself that meant nothing. Old house, old hardware. Then one night I woke up freezing. The air felt wrong thick and cold, like the room had been left open. My breath fogged faintly in the dark. I reached for my phone and saw the time was just past 3. As my eyes adjusted, I noticed the door. The deadbolt was turned, locked from the outside. My heart began to pound so hard it felt loud enough to give me away. I lay there listening. The house settled with slow creaks, wood contracting. Somewhere above me, something moved soft, careful footsteps crossing the floor. I whispered hello, hating how small my voice sounded. The footsteps stopped. In the morning, the door was unlocked again. I confronted the landlord. He looked genuinely unsettled when I told him, insisted he didn't have a spare key for that lock, said it had been there before he bought the house. He offered to remove it entirely. I should have left then. Instead, I told him I'd think about it. That night, I pushed my dresser in front of the door. Sometime after midnight, I heard the metal scrape. The sound was slow and deliberate, like someone testing weight against the dresser. The deadbolt turned with a heavy click. Then another sound, fingertips brushing the wood, feeling for weaknesses. I didn't move. I didn't breathe. A faint pressure pressed against the door, then stopped. After a long while, the footsteps retreated. In the morning, the dresser was exactly where I'd left it. The door was unlocked. I packed my things that afternoon. As I carried the last box out, I noticed a narrow door at the far end of the basement I'd never paid attention to before. It was flush with the wall, painted the same dull color. The landlord stood in front of it quickly, blocking my view. "That's just old access," he said. "Sealed years ago." I left without arguing. Weeks later, curiosity got the better of me. I searched the property records. The house had been divided into units decades earlier. The basement, my room included, used to connect directly to a crawl space and utility corridor that ran beneath several neighboring homes. One line caught my eye. Access retained, internal locking mechanisms installed. I still don't know who locked that door. I don't know how they unlocked it afterward. But sometimes, late at night, I wake up certain I hear a familiar sound in my apartment now. Slow, careful click. And I always check to make sure the lock is on my side. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Stay safe out there.